On this day 301 of Everyday Bible with Ada Ukabia, now Luke chapter 16 and 17 will they concentrate on. We go first look the case of the business management right from the very first chapter of today. Make everybody remember, say, on this earth, every one of us now managers will be, no be owners. Whether na business you did, I've been a classroom, I've been a ministry, or even your talents in any form. Many small businesses, they fail not because the idea they bad, but because the managers, they waste resources. The resources, if it be time, if it be money, even be trust. If you even think I'm well, some people go eat their business capital or maybe use their company funds for personal pleasure. Dorime. This particular first verse, they call us to accountability. Make we manage our opportunities as if God will one day ask us, how did you use what I gave you? So you feel say, if God na the owner and you be the manager, then every decision, even how you dey treat that customer or how you dey spend the money where you think say you get, it becomes a spiritual responsibility. Everything. When I come move on to verse 9, I first confused. If they refer to building relationships with purpose. It no mean say make we buy friendship. This is what they tell us, make we use wetin we get to make impact. Money supposed to be tool, not be say it go turn to become our master. For example, when we give or when we sponsor somebody's school fees or we try to help a struggling neighbor, now investment in eternity now what they do. This world what they value, who do you know? Jesus said, make we flip them to become who have you helped. When wealth or money is used rightly, it they build bridges where go last longer than the bank balances where you get. Verse 17, uncle. It they remind everyone say God's principles in no fit shift like human trends. You know, say everything that's so trendy. One day it go start, it go end. In business, the world fit say cut corners, inflate the figures, or just do wetin they work. So even if corruption looks like the easy way, remember that heaven's principles are permanent and they always pay in the long run. God's truth include honesty, integrity, faithfulness, because all of this one they still stand. When they describe in the Bible in verse 26, say there was a great chasm between the rich man and Lazarus. They talk about the gap, that big deep hole, that space, that divide between them. There was no bridge for Lazarus to even cross, say, he won't go help the rich man. Such chasms, they exist in our life today. Maybe not between wetin we know and wetin we do, or between our Sunday spirituality and the weekday conduct, how they behave throughout the week after Sunday, or between our intention and action, or between forgiveness and pride, or between the rich and the poor, caused by greed and indifference. Every day, God, they call us to build bridges across these gaps through love, humility, and wise choices before it will be too late, like it be for the rich man. In the next chapter, when they talk about the story of the 10 lepers, we realize, say, they stand at a distance. Yeah? Why? Because according to Jewish law, anyone with leprosy, then consider that person as unclean. So they couldn't live among other people. They no fit go church. They no even fit hug their own family. They had to shout from afar, unclean, unclean. It wasn't just a tradition. Now law wey supposed prevent infection, but it also created deep emotional pain for everyone involved. Today, some people still they live at a distance, not because of leprosy, but because of shame, because of rejection, and because of guilt. But even from that distance where they stand away from Jesus and then call out to him, Jesus still heard them. God can meet you even when life has pushed you far away. Still on these 10 lepers, after Jesus don't cleanse them, they don't heal. Now only one of them now returned to say thank you. And that will not be even a Jewish person. He was a Samaritan. The Jews and the Samaritans, the way they mix, their relationship was like oil and water, full of history, prejudice, and pride. To cut the long story short, this Samaritan, this outsider, was the only one who returned to give thanks. Gratitude broke the barrier that religion and culture don't build. God values a grateful heart more than social identity. We dey often let tribe, denomination, or class to divide us. But in the eyes of Jesus, it is the heart that returns to say, thank you. Now go receive wholeness. When Jesus said the kingdom of God is in your midst, he dey tell the Pharisees, bros, I dey here now. No be me dey here. So the kingdom don't already appear amongst you. The kingdom is not a location, na presence. Wherever Jesus reigns, whether not for your heart, in your choices, in the relationships where you dey keep or make, that is the kingdom. So we don't wait for heaven before living right. We live the kingdom life now with integrity, with compassion, and with faith. The last lesson for me today, now that last verse of chapter 17, where they talk say, where there's a dead body, there the vultures will gather. Strange verse, abi? But now warning in Jesus they give. Just like vultures, they would naturally gather around decay, so judgment or chaos will gather where there is moral and spiritual decay. In other words, corruption, they attract consequences. When we allow sin or bitterness to fester, that is, it could grow deep inside us, trouble go find us. But when our hearts, they alive with truth, now peace and favor, now go to find us instead.